And welcome back to Game 3. Sports fans, this is the final half of basketball today in day 4 of a 5-day In a Jam Call Sam Invitational. Alexandria Senior High set to go in girls and boys action. Girls getting ready to hit the floor against the hard-charging Chiefs of Natchitoches Central in what should be a pretty good ball game, to say the least. I am Doug Gann alongside of Nick Morrow. Nick on camera for us today. Delighted to have him up there. And we are getting set to bring you action. Starting lineup for Natchitoches Central, and they doesn't look like they're going to announce them tonight. It's Caitlin Wiggins, Annalise Newton, Andrea Davis, Jordan McDaniel, and Jacayla Ware. Don't forget the starters for Coach Jimmy and that Lady Trojans offense. They rotate a lot of players in. No, they will call starters out. They'll get that going here momentarily. Actually, they won't. So, Nyla Stewart, the senior, is there. Tatiana Jackson is there. Cassie Benoit gets the start. We're used to seeing her there. Jamari Collins, the junior, and Kenya Russell, also the junior, set to do business, and we'll get this thing underway. From Caesars Palace, we play. Opening tip is here and controlled by the Chiefs. Get to our scoring, and we'll have all the ready to go. Good looking defense in there. The block is there from Russell. New set of officials as they rotate through. They did their 2 games. Got to visit with one of them there between games. Lady Trojans with the turnover. They've won a couple in a row since getting back home. And a double dribble is whistled on Russell. And that'll be the first turnover of the game. Working out some of the kinks in here. Held ball is whistled. Still no score, just 30 seconds in to this game today. Lady Trojans, look, we just finished that game with the Eagles. There's a long distance one from Jackson. That one's up and no good. Rebound controlled down by McDaniel. Rolling there, good pressure to the near side. And looks like we have everything back and going. Still no score in this when you see that on our Wallace Eye Associates scoreboard along the bottom. Sliding there, and will slide on the line, but they'll take that kind of hustle out of Jamari Collins. That's just a good hustle play. Back up top goes McDaniel. Trying to work the ball inside, and there's going to be a foul assessed on Kenya Russell. She'll pick up her first personal foul. First team, and that's going to send Wiggins to the free throw line to shoot 2. First free throw up, and it is good. Saw a pretty good Simpson team a little bit earlier. Menard and Southside in a battle. Simpson and Peabody were playing, and that was a good one. Rolls around, both free throws are good, and an early 2-0 lead for the Lady Chiefs. pressure there and looking to turn the ball over. Jumping in and making a play is Jordan McDaniel, and it will go over to the Lady Chiefs. Natchitoches Central content to back this one back out and reset that offense. Offensive foul, hopping in there and getting the charge called was Benoit. I believe she was the last one that was up from there. Jumping into the lane is Wiggins, and she'll knock that out and have to reset things. Natchitoches Central, of course, out of Natchitoches, just 35 miles north of where we are today. There's going to be a good steal inside by McDaniel, and a foul is going to be whistled. Going to call that on Benoit. She'll pick up her first personal foul. Natchitoches Central 5-2 on the season. A win in this tournament over Marksville. A loss to Marksville. They played Tioga back on day one, if you recall, and they won that game 80. So let me get, I guess, where I need to be in the girls action instead of in the boys. Inside it goes, up and under and in for the basket. That was Nyla Stewart getting the Lady Trojans on the board. Good pressure to the near side, spun around. There's a block, nice shot by Jackson. Getting the ball back was Kayla Ware. A lot of action in this one early on. The two games we saw earlier were very slow-paced games. This one is nothing like that at all. And a held ball will be whistled. Lady Trojans should have it, and they do. And we're giving you the stats on the Natchitoches Central boys. Natchitoches Central always fields a pretty solid team. They're very competitive, always run a lot and play a very, very physical brand of basketball. That one is turned over. And the Lady Trojans will work their way back down in, backing in, unable to get that one to fall. But the board and the bucket is there. Good-looking putback by Kenya Russell. Russell gets that to fall. Our first substitution coming in here momentarily for Natchitoches Central. Ware goes up and gets that one to fall, and it's 8-4. Lady Chiefs 9-1. There's Benoit for two. Bangs around, no good. Their only loss on the season was to John Curtis, 52-42. Beat the like of Hicks and Denham Springs and Mansfield and Fairview and Southwood and Ouachita. We saw that Ouachita game here on night one, 53-40. They win that one, so back to work we go. Zion, don't know the last name, came in. Shot up, no good. Rebound controlled by Wiggins, and Natchitoches Central will reset. Double dribble is whistled, and that will go back over. Lady Trojans, Akila Lyons came over. She had a big game, had 12 points to lead Alexandria a night ago. Benoit inside it goes. Good looking pass. Unable to finish that was Russell. And the foul is going to be assessed. We'll see who called for that. They have that on Wiggins, her first. And that sends Nyla to the line. First one rolls in, up, and it's good, 8-5. Nyla, one of 6 seniors on this squad for Coach Jimmy. Very senior-laden team. Some good young players coming as well. Diving around. How that ball did not go out on the line, I don't know. Kicked away by Lions, and it's going to stay with the Lady Chiefs. Coach Jimmy going to get a timeout there as 10-6. Lead extends back to 4. 30-second timeout. We'll take it with them. For walk-on.
Yeah, so what happened out there tonight?
We struck out at home with leftovers, then we remembered walk-ons.
What effect did the situation have?
Spirit soared. Nick took on a burger. Jen obliterated her ribeye po' boy. And speaking of spirits, Laura even scored a real tasty cocktail. She needed that.
Any lessons learned today?
Yeah. Head straight to walk-ons.
Scratch-made dishes, wall-to-wall TVs, craft beers, and cocktails. Walk-ons for the win.
Back we go, 10-6 in this one. Just under 3 minutes to go, 2:55. I am Doug Gann with 446 Sports, bringing you all the action today. So wrap up our coverage of the tournament. Benoit from the corner, high and deep and no good. Back the other way, that 3 is launched. Unable to get it from that side was Collins. And the rebound was off of Russell. But will stay with Alexandria. It went off of a Chief. Inside they go to Russell, and she finishes that one. And that's just about as good of an entry pass that you'll find on an out-of-bounds play. Got it inside to Russell, who plays so well around the basketball, or around the rim. Wiggins up and in. She gets it to fall. Probably the most exciting up and down game. A lot of them we've seen some half-court things from these teams. But both of these teams just going at each other. 3 is no good there. Chasing down her rebound was Jamari, but could not get to it. Slid and stepped on that line. And Kamira Johnson will step in, and she'll swap places with Russell. Johnson, another one of those juniors that are doing such great work for this ASH Lady Trojans team. Under 2 minutes, minute 47 remain. Over into the corner it goes. Good give and go by Natchitoches Central. And that is a basket for Jordan McDaniel. Benoit tries to work it inside to Stewart, but a little too tall, and that's a turnover going back the other way. Top of the key for 3. Money from Jacayla Ware. Jacayla Ware, top of the key. 17-8, and Natchitoches Central opening up a 9-point advantage. There's Aquila. Lyons gets that one to fall. Senior's been solid for Coach Jimmy this year, no doubt about it. Working her way inside is McDaniel, but she decides to kick that one out, and that's kind of resetting the offense. Good work by Nyla to get in there and grab that board back up top to Lyons. Under a minute, under 30 seconds now, 26-25. Trying to get a cutting at Cassie Benoit, and they don't. That gets Jackson and Naya back into the game. They'll drop places with Nyla and Cassie. They come in and get a quick breather prior to the end of the period. And that will extend into the second, down under 10 and 9 and 8 and 7. A little two-step to the basket, and it is 19-10. Give McDaniel that basket. It'll go if it can. Count if it goes. It does not. 19-10 as we move to the second period of play. Natchitoches Central in charge of this one, 19-10. We'll see what the second half holds for us when we come back. Back to the Trios press box here at Alexandria Senior High School. Doug Gann alongside of Nick Morrow, who is on camera for us today. Over in the corner it goes. Trying to work her way in is Jackson, but just some intensity out on the floor for these ladies, and that will get Haley Bowman, the sophomore, in there. First time that we've seen Haley today. She'll swap places with the senior Aquila Lyons. And we're underway here in the second. Natchitoches Central leads this one 19-10. Rebound pulled down, but they're going to whistle Jackson on the floor with the personal foul. Tatiana Jackson gets that foul. First period went pretty quick. Going to be an offensive foul. See what they call. They're going to give that to Jacayla Ware, like she was holding the ball, not put into play just yet, as the foul was called, and they had not set things back going just yet. So having to inbounds again, and a good job to turn that one and get it back in. Working this one down the floor, but it is this pressure from Natchitoches Central is intense. That will get Russell and Nyla back in the game. Naya and Johnson come off. Good pesky work up there by Collins, and now Bowman will switch over and get on the guard. She is on McDaniel. Went to a man defense to try to slow some of this down. Awkward shot. Lady Trojans come out of there with it. Only 10 points through about 10 minutes of work. To the near side he goes. Good looking three, but just off the mark from Tatiana Jackson. Jackson unable to get that one to go. Bangs around, gathered back in by Jackson, and she'll start the break. Natchitoches Central able to get back, but just in her pocket the entire time. The work by Annalise Newton there defensively. No scoring in the last minute or so of this one, and Newton back up and onto the floor pretty quick. She'll swap places with Andrea Davis. Boy, just good ball movement by Natchitoches Central. But that's the point I was getting at, is that Lady Trojans defense in this last couple of trips down the floor has really extended out. When they got into that man, it has made a difference. Foul is going to be whistled, and that is second team foul. Lob over the top, and I'm telling you, that's been difficult for Ash just to get the ball back in. There is a block out on the side by Russell. Somebody keep an eye on. She's going to be one of the good ones in the state next year as a senior. Certainly a good one in the state this year, but you understand. And on cue, there is another. She's not able to get it. Rebound controlled by the Lady Chiefs. Foul is going to be called. They do call that one on Kenya. And that is her second personal foul. So Corley Moore, the freshman, will get into the game. I expect a lot of big things out of Corley. She's got a lot of minutes early on in this season, and she'll trade places with Russell. We've seen Corley in the couple of games that we've done for Alexandria this year. Just when she comes in, the minutes that she gets, very solid. And she on cue, she set to inbounds the ball. 20-10. First score in 2 or 3 minutes of game time. Hope you've been keeping up with what's going on down in the Superdome today. Our man Marshall Leffler is down there. Benoit saves it, but right back into Natchitoches Central. And the other side of it, Collins is going to be whistled for the foul. And they'll get Haley Bowman back up and into the game now, as free throws are coming here for the Chiefs. First one up and good. And Jamari Collins will come out. Correction, they're going to switch and bring Jackson out. Second free throw up and good. as well in the largest lead of the day. Lady Trojans just have not been able to find an answer to the pressure that Natchitoches Central has put on. They trap so well, and if they do throw over the top of that defense, a lot of times the pass is too long. There it is. 10-second call is whistled. They're going to call a push, so the foul. That is the second personal foul on Newton. Thought he was calling a 10-second foul and 10-second violation, and he didn't. It was a foul, and that'll back him off of the pressure a little bit. Over to Moore. She's got it. Moore unable to get to it. And to jump. Pulls that rebound down. Well, keep an eye on Corley Moore. She is going to be a good one as she progresses through. Free ball, corner pocket up, and it's good from Jacayla Ware. This is an 8-0 run for the Lady Chiefs. Denying the entry pass. It will go in this time to Nyla, and that one is blocked. And look, it's tough on the perimeter and it's tough on the inside against this Lady Chiefs team. Pass down low and inside basket good by Wiggins, and that'll get Akila up off of the bench. This has been all Natchitoches Central in this one. Inside he goes, and another turnover. Turnovers and missed shots have done in. Take nothing away from Natchitoches Central. They have created the turnovers and the missed shots. I'd like to see Natchitoches Central and Simpson in a ball game. I don't know if they've played this season or not. Set to inbounds underneath the basket. There's Moore knocking that one away. Good work by Corley there. Good turnover there and out, and running Bowman, who loses her footing. Ball will go out of bounds. That one rolls out of there, and Corley pulls that one down. (27-10). Natchitoches Central leads this one. Benoit and Jackson check back in. Johnson will come off, another one of those seniors, Deasia Johnson. Bowman set to trigger it in from underneath. But I mean, just can't find anyone. Finally, Lyons breaks through over to the corner to Benoit. Benoit is going to be held up. Kicked out now. There's a shot. First real good shot attempt and look at it by Jackson in a while, but unable to get that one to fall. And we're down under 2 minutes, and the Lady Trojans have just put up 10 points. There's Moore with a block, and she gets it with the body after that. Boy, Corley had a perfect setup and block on there, but gets it with the body following the shot, and that's going to send Ware to the free throw line to shoot two. That one rolls in and out and no good. Coach Jimmy unhappy with the foul call that's on there. Thought she had to block, but it was post block, I believe. Of course, then she wouldn't. Well, that was the fouls, so she was shooting two. So in the bonus, down the floor it goes, but a whistle prior to it. And they're going to call 21 Andrea Davis with the foul, and so that's the fifth. Should be shooting. And they'll send Haley Bowman now to the free throw line. First free throw is attempted. That one bangs off front iron and out of there, and back in there quickly is Deasia Johnson. She'll swap places with Akila. Lyons comes out after being in just a moment or two, trying to get her an extended rest perhaps before halftime. Bowman misses both free throws, and it turns over and goes back to the Lady Chiefs. Good entry pass, unable to get that one to fall, but pulling her own rebound down was Newton. Three is launched, it's long, and quickly. I mean, Natchitoches Central, they just go to the basketball. There is no situation that I've seen in this game so far that has caused them to not go over the not go towards the basketball. They have a lot of held balls in this situation. Over in the corner on they're calling it a three, but it's no good. Moore unable to bring that one down. Bowman dives in there, and they'll tie it up again, and it will go over to Alexandria. Checking back in is Jamari Collins. Good group building for the future. Great senior class. Should be continued good season for these Lady Trojans. There's Moore, who gets whistled for the travel and takes a couple of steps before she turns out of there with the basketball. Minute 4 remains here in the first half of play. Second period is where we're at, 1:04 to go. It was a game that was 12-7, I guess, at one point. Natchitoches Central had the lead. There's a good steal, just picks the pocket, does Jackson. Turns it back over and will be on the line and go back over to the Lady Chiefs. And back up off the bench is Nyla, and that will get Jackson back over to the sideline. Little words of encouragement from Coach Jimmy. Moore's got it, and don't necessarily know if that's where you want her, is out at the top of key ball handling, but good job getting it inside to Nyla, and that is the first basket in a long time for these Lady Trojans. Still trail by 16 in this one. Moore with probably her easiest rebound of her career. They get it out to Benoit. Now back up top to Bowman. Like they're not wanting to shoot it there. Stewart will kick it back out, but not before the foul. And she'll be shooting free throws with 9.7 remaining. Johnson will quickly come in following the first free throw. Misses everything, does Stewart. And Benoit now will come off and get her halftime started early. Coming up following this game, it is the finale of the evening. Alexandria and Breaux Bridge. Guess they called that a lane violation, so that one goes away. Up and it's good. 28-13, what could be the final shot, 8 and 7 and 6. Moore nearly picks up the foul. They work that inside. Good job of jumping into the passing lane, though, by Collins. 2.4 remains. Just time for Natchitoches Central to get a quick shot off. It is in. It is up. We'll count if it goes at the half. Natchitoches Central leads at 28-13 over the Lady Trojans. We'll be back when the second half starts.
Now's the time to get a great deal on select Kubota equipment. As the #1 selling compact tractor in the U.S., they offer the versatility and reliability to get the job done right all year round. Right now, bring home select Kubota equipment with 0% financing available or save up to $6,000.
Find a dealer near you at LouisianaKubotaDealers.com.
When it comes to celebrating big moments, BK Distributors has you covered. From eye-catching fathead decals and senior banners to custom cutouts that bring your favorite faces to life, we help make memories larger than life. Cheer loud and proud with hand fans and personalized signs, or honor achievements with awards and trophies that shine just as bright as the people who earn them. Whether it's for your school, your team, your business, or your community, BK Distributors delivers quality, creativity, and service you can trust. BK Distributors, where every moment deserves to stand out.
At Louisiana Athletic Club, we believe in keeping fitness affordable. We're proud to offer the most extensive fitness options in the area, all at an unbeatable price. From group fitness and childcare to heated pool and family-friendly amenities in 2 convenient locations, we've got everything you need to stay fit and active as a family. Join Louisiana Athletic Club today, where quality fitness meets affordable pricing and everyone can thrive. Find your fit at LouisianaAthleticClub.com.
When something happens to your car, you might say,
"Ugh, come on!
Seriously? This is so extra."
But what you could say is,
like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
Your local State Farm agent is available when and where you need them, online, over the phone, or even in person. State Farm agents are here to answer your questions and help you file your claim.
This is so extra.
Discover golf like never before at Links on the Bayou, Central Louisiana's hidden gem. Welcome to a golf experience like no other. Our Links-style design sets the stage for an exciting and unique adventure. 5 distinct tee boxes cater to every skill level, ensuring a game that's perfect for you. And when you're ready to refuel, Head to Becky's Bunker Club for dining with a view, and gear up in our pro shop, ready to elevate your golfing experience. Tee off at Links on the Bayou today. Links on the Bayou, redefining the way you enjoy golf.
Back courtside we go. Again, alongside of Nick Morrow. 16 in the books, 16 to go, 28-13 as we get things underway here in the third. We'll see what Lady Tro. There's a little bit of a walk, a lot of a walk, and ended up getting it there. Just sometimes when you're coming through, you get your mind thinking one way and the ball going the other way, and a player there, and next thing you know, there's a travel. The pressure of Natchitoches Central in the first half was the difference in this one. Trojans ineffective from beyond the arc. I don't know that they hit a three in the first half. There's a good-looking steal. Nyla will come out of there with it after the ball bounces around. No score here. First minute of the third. Minute gone, 7 to go here. 28-13, 13-point first half for the Lady Trojans, and they've got to find some scoring Screen moving around a lot there. There's Benoit with a block off the backside. First time I think I've seen a block out of Cassie. She trailed the play very well. Shot is up and off to the side and no good. And there's Russell to pull that one down. Gets it back up top to Collins and trying to work all the way down into Nyla. That is up and it is in. And so good work coming out of the break and a timeout. They're going to try to make an adjustment here. Natchitoches Central calls a quick timeout after being held scoreless for the first minute and a half. 30-second timeout on the floor. We'll take it with them and be right back right after this on 446 Sports.
When it comes to celebrating big moments, BK Distributors has you covered. From eye-catching fathead decals and senior banners to custom cutouts that bring your favorite faces to life, we help make memories larger than life. Cheer loud and proud with hand fans and personalized signs, or honor achievements with awards and trophies that shine just as bright as the people who earn them. Whether it's for your school, your team, your business, or your community, BK Distributors delivers quality, creativity, and service you can trust. BK Distributors, where every moment deserves to stand out.
Back courtside at Caesars, getting the floor unsqueaked. If you see what's going on over there, you understand the wording behind unsqueaked, but there you go. 6:23 remaining in the third period of play. Only 2 points in this second half, in this third quarter, scored by Alexandria a moment ago. Led to that quick timeout there as this defense of Ash has held Natchitoches Central in check through the first minute and a half, and there's another turnover. Oh, what a nifty move. Unable to finish that one, but I'm telling you, the work by Collins that time. If she finishes that one, she probably sends the place into a frenzy. That was just a solid move. See, Principal Goodman is here. Good to see her out and about. Turnover there, and off and down the floor go the Lady Chiefs. Still a low scoring. And remember, that first quarter was this exact same way. Very low scoring. Corner three up and no good, but rebound controlled by the Lady Chiefs. Now back to it again. Nyla cuts the path to the lane off, and this so they went away from the man, went back to a zone, and that seemed to have helped out, but kind of a backdoor rebound and shot from Ware, and gets it back to a 15-point lead. That's over to the near side. They work the ball in, and that one is blocked. Had a good look at it, did Russell, but blocked and out of there. Three minutes in, and both teams just a basket apiece. Free throw line jumper, no good. Nyla pulls the board down, and she's getting grabbed and held, and she voices her frustrations with it. Foul is there, and coming back in is going to be Annalise Newton. Natchitoches Central has backed off of that full court press that they went into in the second quarter. That caused a lot of chaos. They'll pick it up about half court, and that's where the turnover's made. Bowman luckily not getting a foul there, and an offensive foul is whistled. And that was just great work by Jamari Collins to plant her feet, get her body aligned right, and take the charge. And here comes that full court work by Natchitoches Central, and this just gave Ash fits back in that first half, and it's doing it again. Held ball will go over to Alexandria. Wiggins was set to check back in. She won't just yet. Inbounds it goes, and timeout whistled and given to Coach Winslow. Timeout on the floor. We'll take it with him. We'll see if it's a 30 or a full. We're going to suggest that it's a Coming out of the timeout, Alexandria will have it again. Pretty good pressure by this Natchitoches Central team, and that causes a turnover. But I just don't think the Lady Trojans have been on the right page. Coach Jimmy trying to find that 5 out there that can work in harmony, and just been about a step or two off tonight. Davis backs things out, and they'll pull it all the way back out near the timeline. Lyons out on McDaniel. And another offensive foul whistled, and that is back-to-back charges drawn by Jamar Collins. Well, you like the work the last couple of trips down by Collins. Now she's got the ball and trying to press the issue a little bit. Goes to the left hand. She'll stop, pop, doesn't get it to fall. And the rebound by Russell, but her shot is blocked on the putback attempt. And we're down under the 4-minute mark. Again, each of these teams just a basket. It was a 28-13 halftime lead. So 4 points, 2 by each team, scored in the first 4.5 minutes of this third quarter. Oh, that one is just a tremendous block over in the corner by Kenya Russell. Told you she is going to be a good one. Keep an eye on that young lady, the junior from Alexandria. Good work getting the ball inbounds for the Lady Chiefs. Down under 3.5 remaining in the third. And Benoit with her second block of the game. And then that one is thrown away. So the Lady Trojans get a little something going and then can't do it. And we'll see Corley Moore make her way back in. She will swap places with Nyla Stewart. Corley Moore, we told you, the freshman for the Lady Trojans. We near the 3-minute mark, and it is a held ball. Will stay here with Natchitoches Central, but you basically steal a possession there if you are the Lady Trojans, because the ball was down here anyway. So that gets the arrow flipped over. Inside it goes, no good. Moore there to pull the board down. Lyons was set to fire that one away. Instead, top of the key it goes. Top of the key for 3. That's Jamari Collins. Back to 12. The Lady Trojans can just get it under that double-digit mark and start chipping your way back into it. It starts with defensive stops. That one out into the corner, and you got to avoid this. He does. Collins pulls that board down, and she's tied up, and it will go over to Alexandria. Starting to work the ball down the floor, and that one is turned over. Just a short pass. Benoit trying to come up and get it back. Cassie unable to get there. High dribble, nothing doing. 6 minutes gone, 2 remaining in the third period of play. That shot is up, ends about a 4-minute drought of no scoring. That basket up and good by Wiggins. Over in the corner, Benoit puts it on the floor now, crosses it over. Good head fake into the basket, but unable to get that one to go was Russell. Correction, Collins there. And back for another quick basket. Get that Wallace Eye Associates scoreboard. Anytime you need to know what's going on with the score, there's going to be a turnover, and Lions didn't go after it, and that's going to aggravate Coach Jimmy, and he's going to get a timeout. But it's been a 6-0 run for the Lady Chiefs, and that's going to be a full timeout on the floor.
Central Louisiana. This is your home for live sports action. From the field to the court, 446 Sports delivers the games you love with expert commentary and passionate coverage. Cheer for your favorite athletes and relive the moments that define our community's spirit. Our sponsors keep us in the game. Together, we bring you the best in local sports coverage. Join the 446 Sports family today. Watch, cheer, celebrate. Subscribe to our YouTube channel and follow us on social media. .446Sports, where Central.
Back courtside at Caesars Palace we go. Doug Gann alongside Nick Morrow. 446 Sports bringing you ASH Invitational action, and that one it's just getting a little sloppy out there. Not attention to detail. Moore is going to be whistled for the foul, and things getting a little chippy out there, but cooler heads prevail. Corley Moore whistled for her, what I feel is her first personal foul, second personal foul. Had one back early in the second. First free throw up and good. Lady Trojans made a good run. There was an opportunity to get it back to 10. Matter of fact, we made that statement, is that if they could just get it back to 10, they can chip away. This thing has ballooned the other direction. 38-18, it's up to 20. Now at this point, under a minute. And not sure how that's not called. There's more with a big block. Freshman to keep an eye on. Corley Moore, without a doubt. I mean, just what was around the 2-minute mark. Trojans headed at 12, an opportunity to get it to 10. They don't, and it is a 10-point run, or correction, an 8-point run for this Lady Chiefs team, showing why they're, 7-1, 8-1. Jumper no good. Nyla gets the rebound, throws it away, and Corley's going to be whistled for back-to-back fouls, and quickly they'll get her up and out of there. Kenya Russell makes her way in, and back to the free throw line go the Lady Chiefs. I mean, in a blink of an eye, it goes from 12 to 20. An opportunity now to move it up, and there's the first free throw, 21. That one rolls out of there. Bowman pulls that rebound down, and final 34 in this one. Bowman fouled on the floor. It'll just be an inbounds play down under the basket. Don't forget the boys and Bro Bridge set to do battle next. Still got a quarter. Cassie fires one up. Free ball, corner pocket. Cassie Benoit gets her first 3 of the night. Gets it back to 18. Boy, that's tough. Back to 18. There's a good block off the backside by Russell. Down under 10, 9 and 8, 7 and 6. Swung over to Cassie. She'll try her hand at the buzzer. Got it! 3 ball from the wing at the buzzer. Cassie Benoit. Trojans in the third with a little bit of a spurt thanks to back-to-back threes from Benoit. We'll be back to see what the fourth quarter holds for us when we come back.
At Louisiana Athletic Club, we believe in keeping fitness affordable. We're proud to offer the most extensive fitness options in the area, all at an unbeatable price. From group fitness and childcare to heated pool and family-friendly amenities in 2 convenient locations, we've got everything you need to stay fit and active as a family. Join Louisiana Athletic Club today, where quality fitness meets affordable pricing and everyone can thrive. Find your fit at Louisiana Athletic Club.
We are back to the Trios press box where we are broadcasting live. Don't forget, Trios is now serving lunch. Back open for lunch Tuesday, Wednesdays, and Thursday, and they have brought back on the weekends. So go by and check that out. Always a good time out at Trios. Trios restaurant there on Versailles. Proud part of the Trojan family and Trojan Nation. Go by and check out Trios. Back to the top it goes, and that is Russell. Gets it to Bowman. Bowman drives the lane, unable to get that to fall. And Bowman's going to get whistled for a foul there. Just underway. Trojans in. Lady Trojans ended the quarter with back-to-back threes from Cassie Benoit. Like to get her hot and going again. Good rebound there by Russell. She's out of it. Gets it to the near side to Bowman. Bowman will step back. And Natchitoches Central has stepped back onto Benoit, so they're able to work it inside to Russell. Give her the basket. And that's a 8-0 run now to get it back to 13. Boy, basketball is such a game of runs. That one up and in, 41-26. Off the feet, but picked up. Now to the top. And a foul is going to be whistled. They'll be side out. Final period of play. We're a minute 10 into it. 6:50 remaining. And Jamari Collins will work her way back into it. So you've got Collins and Russell and Bowman and Benoit and Nyla Stewart out on the floor for Alexandria. Foul is whistled there on Caitlin Wiggins. Natchitoches Central Lady Chiefs coaches wanted a flop there. But regardless, it was very effective. Getting out of the grasp, though, of Wiggins. There's going to be another foul whistled, and that is foul number 3, just a minute and a half, and that's the one thing you want to avoid if you're Natchitoches Central is they're a couple of fouls away from getting Alexandria shooting free throws here with a lot of time left. And you take advantage of it at that point if you get a chance to. Might be one of those times that they want to start driving to the basket. Inside, not as tallest one on the court. And that is foul number 4. So Alexandria moves into the bonus and will be shooting 2 free throws for the final 6 minutes of this ball game. Now, can they generate something off of it? That's the key. Trail by 15, and you got to score when you can. Benoit fires that 3 up, and I just don't think that's the shot that she wanted. She caught and shot that one pretty quick. Don't know that that's the good look that she had earlier on. Trying to work that in over a couple of Lady Chiefs defenders, and it's going to be off of Russell, they say, and we'll go back over to Natchitoches Central. Lady Trojans now bring full court pressure of their own, and this is what did the Lady Trojans in back in the second that opened up this big lead. Trojans have been unable to get it over that 10-point hump. Kicking it out there. There's a long 3. And you got 2 players that are down, and you hate to see that. They'll unpack the bodies. And that gets Annalise Newton up and on the floor. .519 remains. We are just about 3 minutes into this one, and a good round of applause there for Caitlin Wiggins, who got tangled up with Bowman. And now will make her way off. You can see she's not able to put much pressure on that ankle at all, and that young lady is visibly in pain. And they'll come over and take a look at her. She's got that knee brace on, but she's talking about inbounds full court wise, and that is a good defensive play. It's been a game that's much closer than what the score is indicating. But any time that the Lady Trojans get close, Natchitoches Central is able to extend that lead a little bit. Foul trouble is the one thing Natchitoches has to watch out for. There goes Nyland, loses that one out of bounds. 4:59 remain here in regulation of this one, 41-26. Trojans have got to find a way to start drawing those fouls, and they can get to the free throw line. There's a 3 ball, no good. Hustling down and gathering that rebound back was Jacayla Ware, and that'll get Corley Moore back off the bench and into the game. Diving down in there and getting a timeout as possession was gathered. Coach Jimmy does a good job to save that possession. And we'll take it with him and be right back. Courtside we go. 4:28 remains in this one. Again with 446 Sports, bringing you coverage on day 4 of this one. Well, it seems like a long time since that Simpson-Peabody game that tipped off at 3 o'clock. We are nearing the end of game number 3. Speaking of 3, that's how many champions they'll name down in New Orleans today. And that is the 5th personal foul there. So that's going to have the Lady Trojans. They were able to hold on for 2 minutes. You remember we talked about it at the 6-minute mark, the fouls. And Lady Trojans now have to make them. First one is up and it's good. Points with the clock not running. That one rolls around and is good as well. Corley having to chase back and play defense, and does. That one is up and it's no good. And the rebound controlled out of there by Collins. And she'll race down the floor and throws it away from Bowman. Just that's the kind of, you've got to maximize every single possession. At this point, you're down 13, 6 trips down the floor. You're not going to get many more possessions than that. You cannot have another empty possession. Good entry-level pass to Natchitoches Central. Back to 15 it goes, and you can't trade baskets. Inside it goes. Cassie was a little off balance, and it'll turn things around. And just when they get close, Natchitoches Central seems to right the ship and get this thing going back in their direction. To the basket he goes. There's a block by Moore. Getting quiet in here, and a timeout is whistled at 3:24. Well, that was a near disaster. Prior to that, the young lady that had gotten hurt earlier, Wiggins, was walking back to the bench. Full timeout on the floor, but we'll keep it right here. Was walking back to the bench, and Coach Jimmy had backed up because he was at the score table, turned around and ran into her again, and hopefully didn't tweak it a little bit more. But she is on the sideline now, and they're checking her out. She had got attended to here, of course. And they're getting some ice, and they'll get her wrapped up. And back on the floor we go. .324 now that we're back to action. Final period of play in this one, and then it will be Alexandria and Breaux Bridge. Good entry pass into Newton, and that basket is up and good, and they just extending the lead. It's 17 now. Turnover, and back down the floor they go, and it's going to be a foul. Comes in and gets whistled. First free throw up, and it is good from Andrea Davis. We'll get Nyla back in. Cassie will come in. So delighted that you're able to be a part of this. If you are new to what we do, make sure, if you're on YouTube, that you subscribe to it. Just hit the subscribe button, and it doesn't cost you anything to do any of that. We do have our memberships available. If you like what we do and want to support the program, you can for as little as $2.99 a month. We have some goodies along the way in that. Some early releases on some things. Just hit that join button. There are different levels on it, but $2.99 a month allows us to continue bringing you great sporting events just like this. Under 3 minutes to go, 47-28. But feel free to watch it for free. You don't have to do that. And subscribing doesn't cost you a nickel. Nyla turns and backs her way down. She's going to be fouled, and she'll go to the line. And this will drag the game out. So you had your thought of to extend the game. Well, my friends, it's doing it. Listening to coaches in empty arena. Annalise Newton comes off the floor. Myra Johnson set to come back in for Alexandria. That one front iron, no good. Rebound controlled and off it'll go to Natchitoches Central. And you start wondering, do they pull up any? They don't. Coach Jimmy going a little offense-defense here. Back of the rim, bounces off and no good, and Benoit takes her place back. On the floor, D comes off to the bench. Back iron again, and Nyla pulls that board down. She'll get it to the near side, and Collins over to Bowman. Bowman tries to work that one in and does, and that's as pretty of a pass inside to Russell as you'll find. Jumping into the passing lane again, but Natchitoches Central now has the numbers, and they do back this one out just a little bit as we get to nearing the 2-minute mark in the fourth. Lady Trojans certainly not laying back and letting Natchitoches just hold it. We are under 2 minutes now as Russell goes coast to coast and does not get that one to fall. Rebound pulled down by Ware from Natchitoches. And it will go back the other direction. Trying to get this thing cleanly finished up. 17-point deficit here in this one. The shot is up and it's off and it's no good and goes harmlessly against the back wall. It's bad when I can't even stand up. My man gets me, but I guess I'm all in the camera is the problem. Can't take me anywhere. Cross court it comes, minute 18. They get the ball around to Benoit. She'll step inside the three-point line, put that shot up, and it's no good. Nyla is there to clean things up. The board in the bucket for Nyla Stewart. Not the night that the Lady Trojans wanted. The pressure defense there in the second quarter got them. That one is thrown away. And, boy, if you're a coach, you just don't want to sloppy into a game. You want to go out there and build you some momentum, and actually trying to avoid that. Bowman tries her hand at the right side, but the pressure is there. Zips that one into Nyla, but goes off her hands, and it's going to go out of bounds and over to, it'll stay with Alexandria. Nope, goes over to Natchitoches. Final 43. 15-point lead for Chiefs. Trojans, Crow Bridge, set to go back and ball. Just picked her pocket, did Kenya, right in front of us. Kenya with the steal and the score. Making this thing look a little bit better. It had got up to 21 at one point. And now Natchitoches will pull it back out. Coach Jimmy, that's going to do it here in Game 3 of the ASH. Game 3, Day 4 of the ASH Invitational. 47-34, your final score. Lady Chiefs win this one. Grateful for all of you that have watched. Again, if you want to watch the Alexandria boys and Breaux Bridge, that game is coming up in about 15 minutes. You'll want to check out the new link that we have for that one. We'll be back for Nick Morrow.